Alright guys, welcome back to my Alan Wake walkthrough. This is part 2 of my walkthrough. In the last part of chapter 1 nightmare, Alan ended up having a nightmare on, I guess, the shadows and whatnot. I guess one of his stories or whatever.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
And what is it? Basically, he ended up having a nightmare. Alice ended up waking him up. They ended up in the ferry, and they ended up in this place. And they ended up trying to find Mr. Stucky or whatever his name is, but he ended up getting a key from a scary old creepy woman, and they ended up in a cabin, and they ended up arguing about Alan ended up yelling at Alice about the making a new story. So now he's at this part.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Reach the gas station. This way? Yeah, it's this way.
Damn.
Oh, there goes their car. Think I'm going the right way?
Hello?
The heck?
Hello? Is someone there?
Looks like these are pages.
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Interesting. You have found manuscript pages. You can access them with the button.
Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So we got 2 manuscripts in one go. So let's see. Statistics, manuscripts. So manuscripts, there's 106 manuscripts. So that's gonna kind of be a lot. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, there's 13, there's 10. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 in episode 1. Wake up behind the wheel of Christ car with no clear memory of app. Transpired Wake heads for the gas station and hopes to find a telephone. Alright. Okay, so I think he had to find Stucky. Alice said, well, Wake had to find Stucky to get the keys, but unfortunately...
Anybody there? Please! I've been in an accident!
But unfortunately, the freaking creepy lady led them to a cabin, and basically Alice is now nowhere to be seen. So now Alan's trying to find help.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Eloise, cat, stop deflating.
Anybody there? Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen,
Deposit.
I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in
Oh, hell.
Carl Stucky. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
Uh-oh.
Fair and square.
Okay, here's the next coffee thermos. Alright, and... oh, not that one. Okay, so that's 7. Yeah, that's 7 out of the 100. Yeah, that's 7. Alright, okay, here's another manuscript page.
The Taken stood before me.
Okay, so
It
it's a
was impossible to
Taken?
focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to
Okay,
shine
so I
brighter.
think these creatures are called the Taken, so what is this, like a Destiny 2 reference? We're fighting the Taken. Alright. Okay.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Okay.
During your trying it's the latest thing. Incontestably proven health benefits let you kill one stone.
Yes!
Right Falls Sheriff Station. What may I...
Oh, that's not good.
Hello? Hello?
This is bad.
Oh, that's not good.
The bulldozer had gone over the cliff with the office. I hoped Stucky had suffered the same fate, but I wasn't planning on staying to find out.
Oops.
I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick. Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Right, there we go. Alright. There we go. That was the first chest. Alright, so I guess these chests might contain some weapons, maybe? Alright. Like I said before, I'm also going to be playing this with only 30 minutes.
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
It's rabbit season!
Okay. Anything over here? Pick up manuscript page.
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now, she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Alright, there we go. That's, I believe, the 4th page. And of course, the rest of the ones I can't get because I am not playing Nightmare mode. So, yeah. Oh, what is this? Here we go. Oh, something happened. Flashback?
What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside
Shit,
my
I died. Okay. Alright. Okay.
What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Alright. And there's the next coffee thermos. I think that should be 8 out of 100. Let me just see. Yep, that's 8 out of 100. Alright. And like I said before, I'm not only playing this for the story mode, I'm also playing this for the collectibles now. heck do I go?
Where I go, I want something special to eat.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Pick up lithium batteries. You good? Okay. Um. All right, let's see. Um.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Alright. Hold on, let's see. Alright. Alright, up. Okay. I'm taking off.
Taken.
darkness.
They're taken.
Okay. There we go. Okay, so I think that's the chest. Alright, man, I still need to find the manuscript page. So let's head down. Okay. Okay, so there it is. No, don't fall now. Manuscript page. There we go. Barry's arrival.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
Yeah, of course Barry knew something was wrong. Alright, so that's 2, 3. That's 5 out of 10. And of course I can't get the Nightmare Mode one because I haven't unlocked it yet. Alright, but yes. But Alan Wake is basically a horror game. It's a very scary game. I wanted to compare it to like Silent Hill, but it's nothing like Silent Hill, so yeah. Okay, so I need just 20 lithium batteries and God. Okay, hold on, before I do anything with this.
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top. There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
Okay, here we go. There's the coffee thermos. That should be 9 out of 100. Alright. So this game is going by pretty good so far. This game is going pretty good so far. Still, and now the reason why I'm not going to do this chapter fully is because not only because of the chapter, but it's also because of the collectibles. There are a lot of collectibles to get. I'm about to fucking say. Alright.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream.
Oh boy,
above
that
theirs.
sounds good. Alright. Pick up the shotgun. Okay, so I'm not gonna use the shotgun yet because I have no ammo. Hopefully I do get ammo sooner or later. Here we go. Right? So I guess the light's supposed to heal me. Alright, come on, enemies. Let's fucking go. I think I did it right. Here we go. Okay, let me see. Statistics. 2 chest found. 2 can pyramids knocked over. So, interesting. Alright. Shotgun ammo. There we go.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and it would keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walk.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something ruffling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Oh, Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but he's just too dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
Alright. Right, there we go. Here's the next chest. Alright. Here's another manuscript page.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
Okay. I mean, hopefully you can save Alice.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Barry Mercer is the best with no cubs. Monster dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Alright, let's see. 66, that's 10 out of 100 coffee thermos. Are they? There it is. It's the next coffee thermos! Alright, gotta get to the safe haven. Alright. Oh boy, that was so freaking scary. Whew. Alright, statistics. 11 coffee thermos. Go to safe haven again. Where's the thermos? There's the thermos, I believe. Oh, there it is. Here we go. Here's the next.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Oh boy. No? Right. Here it is. Alright, so that was the next chest. Alright.
Touch salad, no. A man like me needs a hefty meal. That's for today.
Is that it? Alright. Alright, here's the next manuscript page.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help, but I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Sounds very sad. Alright.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of...
So, I'm just watching the TV show, I believe. I think this is part of a collectible as well.
Is a loaded 9
So, very interesting.
It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment. Known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pop. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, 2 new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the
That's
former.
very
I have
weird.
bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality. Poor Dr. Colvin fell by
Wow,
his own
shit.
Or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
Okay, so that was interesting. Alright. Alright, dig after the neck. Now let's try using a shotgun this time. Here they come! Oh crap. Nordic walking.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive.
Just check on my ammo. Alright, there we go. Oh. Alright. This is the last next checkpoint. I'm gonna end here for now because I've been playing a little bit long enough. So, yeah. So I think I got what I need to get done today. Of course, Alan had to go through some of the Taken. And he had to go through Stucky as the Taken. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this part of Alan Wake. If you like how I'm doing the Alan Wake Remastered series, please leave a like, comment down below on how I'm doing with the series, and if you want, subscribe to my channel and watch all the game content. This has been Leotype Gaming. Peace out.